Hey everyone, welcome to Tour Validated. My name is DJ Lantz, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Taylormade Mini Driver. This is the burner series, and let's just take a moment and appreciate this stock head cover. This is one of the best stock head covers I think I have ever seen. You've got all the nostalgia of the late 90s Taylormade Thai Bubble 2 series with that copper hue. Looks amazing. I'm excited to take the head cover off and get some swings in with this, but before we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video. Let's get into it. We're gonna make some swings. Now once we get that head cover off, you're gonna see that copper hue nostalgia still carries through, but you'll notice right away we have adjustable weight. So we have a light and a heavy weight option. You put that heavy weight in the back, it's gonna be that standard, more stable option, but if you move it forward, you're gonna obviously lower that launch and spin. You've got the 4-degree loft sleeve that you see carry over from other Taylormade models. You've got the twist face, which has been something that's been extremely successful for Taylormade, as well as a great retro logo there right in the middle. I think that's a really cool feature. And last of all, you've got that speed pocket, which has been something that's been a huge asset to Taylormade. Helps with that off-center hit and those lower hits, keeping the ball speed up. So let's get into it. We're gonna hit some shots. I've got it in the 11.5-degree option. In the standard setting, this is obviously very adjustable, and there is a 13.5-degree head for an individual who needs that. Top line looks great, color looks great. Let's go. And you'll notice right away, as advertised, it is fairly easy to turn over, and that's part of the mystique with a mini driver. It's easier to turn over than your driver, very stable. It feels great. We saw obviously a good amount of ball speed there at 161, carried 275, total of 293. So very stable option. It's gonna help that individual who struggles off the tee a little bit. Helps with that dispersion, but you still maintain that speed, so you're not sacrificing a ton of distance. Sitting behind the ball, you'll notice right away, it is very confidence inspiring because it is a bigger head profile than you're used to seeing in a 3-wood. Looks a little bit easier to hit than that driver. There's a miss hit. We'll see how this thing does. Obviously dispersion stayed really solid in comparison to that first ball. Little baby draw. Didn't lose much in the carry department and didn't lose much in the total distance. So exactly what we're expecting to see out of the mini driver. One more than off the deck, the DOD. Haven't quite hit this thing on the dead center yet, and I'd like to get one. A little better strike there. Now this thing, 304 cc's, so obviously much smaller than a driver, but we're still getting a lot of distance. 304 yards. We can play golf, and notice that backspin at 3,000 RPMs. That's a very stable number. It's gonna keep the ball in the fairway, very easy to hit, and you'll see why some of these tour guys lean on these mini drivers. You see them put them in play because it does replace that driver, gives the ability to hit shots in the fairway. Obviously golf, much easier played from the fairway. One of the things with this is they've redesigned the sole of the mini driver to accommodate for that driver off the deck feature, so we're gonna give that a go. At 11.5 degrees, obviously a little bit lower than I'd typically play a 3-wood at, but we'll see how it does. It's great. Obviously attack angle is gonna get a little steeper, so fades are more in play. That thing's peppered off the ground. Definitely further than I hit a 3-wood, so I mean, that's awesome. We saw spin drop a little bit, faded. Pretty cool to be able to do that. We're seeing that it is something that could easily replace a 3-wood for a more accomplished player, or replace the driver for someone who needs a little help with the accuracy. Pretty cool. So off a tee, we saw a little draw. Off the deck, we saw a little fade. That's pretty good. Now for me, I don't know if it's something that I necessarily need because I am someone who tends to drive the ball pretty solid, but it's hard to knock these numbers. This thing's pretty awesome. Wrapping things up with the Taylormade BRNR Mini Driver, and I gotta be honest, this is the first time I've ever hit any type of mini driver in my life. But with that being said, I was really impressed. I was able to hit a consistent draw with some tight dispersion off the tee, but then off the deck, I was able to hit little fades that still accomplished a ton of distance. So I can see the mystique and the gravitation towards clubs like this. We got the retro inspired feels, and we got that old school Taylormade logo. It's a really cool looking package. Gonna throw it back to those late 90s Taylormade bubble days, and you're gonna get a great stock head cover with it. So definitely something to check out. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you again soon.